Emmanuel Macron in the United Nations has just spoken a short while ago on the Rafale deal. That's the raging controversy here back home. Now, Emmanuel Macron speaking there at the United Nations at a press conference there on the Rafale deal. Amitoj Singh now joins me for more on this from the UN headquarters. I'll get Amitoj in just a bit. So Emmanuel Macron has spoken at the United Nations in a press conference over that raging debate on the Rafale deal. Let's go across to Amitoj Singh now. Amitoj, what has he said?
Well, thanks so much for that, Rohit. Remember, we have been talking about the Rafale deal and whether it's actually an illegal deal, a corrupt deal or not. But what's happened today is that what you're seeing on your screens is actually French President speaking at the UNGA. Right after that, he held a media briefing where I was given the opportunity to ask him a question. The question was basically whether, in fact, the government of India had told the French government or Dassault, particularly, that they have to give the deal to Reliance, and that was the big question. Now, the question that the answer he gave was at first that he wasn't in power when the deal happened, the Rafale deal. Secondly, he also said that he would like to quote Prime Minister Modi on it, which basically, in a sense, means that he wasn't going to go into the depth of trying to answer the question. He was just going to say what the Prime Minister said. He didn't really go and quote the Prime Minister. He said, I will say what the Prime Minister of India says on the matter, and of course assured the media that was present that we take all precautions when it comes to these kind of deals. So in essence, we haven't got a yes or no question. So while he's answered the question, he's not really answered it, because the question was particularly about whether the government of India had told Dassault or the French government particularly that Reliance would have to get the contract, the deal. So that question remains unanswered, and only what the Prime Minister of India has said is he is willing to quote, even though he couldn't go back and say what Prime Minister Modi said.